Hello, everybody. This is my review of No Remorse, starring Michael B. Jordan. Well, I had low expectations from the film from the get-go. The initial trailer wasn't all that interesting to me, but the premise of Tom Clancy and the Clancy universe was pretty cool. I am familiar with the Amazon series that stars, I can't remember his name, but the guy, Jim from The Office. And I did like the first season of that series. The second season kind of lost me, but I like the premise in general. So going into this, I can say I truly didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did. It was by no means a perfect, great film, but if you're looking for a good action flick, good time watching it, this would be the film for you. The first act starts off really strongly with our main character kind of going through his daily routine through the military and coming home to his family. You get some great action military scenes and then some good story context for his motivations after, the plot takes place. You see in the trailer, so it's no spoiler, that his family does die and he is there to witness the death. He takes this as motivation and as just as vengeful as possible to avenge or just get revenge on those that took everything from him. And I'll say that transition for Michael B. Jordan was done great. I mean, he's done this in multiple films at this point, because throughout his career, he's like taking on these roles where he's the father figure that either loses or has to provide, and he steps up to the challenge. So it's always great to see those stories. And that's exactly what happens here in this film. He loses his family and he takes it upon himself to get the revenge that the government and his companions can't get. You watch him go through his journey, going almost to the dark side and taking out these names, these mysterious figures that have taken revenge on him for a mission that he himself was just a pawn in. Going into the second act, you see him start to take it into his own hands, watch his methods, his methodology for getting revenge on these people that have taken everything from him. He starts to piece together the puzzle, and we as the viewer watch along with him as we're trying to piece it together ourselves for who killed his family and what was the reasoning. It leads us ultimately to this fugitive that was supposedly dead, that has been the mastermind, at least that's what we're led to believe, for his family's death and the retaliation against his teammates. Once we figure that bit of information out, the movie kicks into high gear again, and I think the third act, which ends on a relatively high note, brings a lot of the action and gravity to the whole movie. The characters themselves start to learn and recognize the coincidences that happen to them in this film, which to this point so far, watching the movie, I was just like, it was taking me out of the movie almost. Just that there were so many coincidences. But it was cool to see in the end that it all tied together to bring somewhat of a cohesive story. I'll say that it ends rather abruptly. The third act, the fighting is drawn out, but the ending of the story is cut short, I think, also. Which is unfortunate, because it was a good story, and just the way that we figure out who the main villain is and we resolve some of the storyline, it didn't make sense because it was cut short so much. There were a lot of MacGuffins, a lot of clues, and most of the information that the characters in the movie knew, but that you as the viewer never saw or never aware of. Until the very end, where they revealed and said, oh, by the way, this happened off screen, and this is why it makes sense here. I think the film was largely successful, and I would like to see Michael B. Jordan interact with the other Tom Clancy universe series. I'm going to give No Remorse a 7 out of 10. Competent, good-made film. If you guys are looking for some fun, definitely check it out. Thank you guys for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a good one.